Rotation, recovery, defense, and offense. These are the very foundations of Rocket League game sense. If you are having boost issues, your problems are caused by one of these sections lacking proper optimization. Mastering boost management is about optimizing your foundation. Rotation is one of the fundamentals of Rocket League. The thing to understand about rotation is that it sets you up for every situation that happens in a game, so mastering this is important for boost management. The first thing we can optimize is your pathfinding. There's a total of 34 boost pads in a standard arena, 6 large pads that give you max boost, and 28 small pads that give you 12 boost each. Whenever you are rotating, you should try your best to pick up as many boost pads as you can, while making sure you aren't excluding yourself from the play. Picking up large pads is fine for most cases, but small pads are crucial for boost management. If we look at this chart, you will see where all the boost pads are located. When you're doing long rotations from one goal to the other, the midfield boost pads can be picked up to keep yourself relevant in the play while recharging your boost. There are many cases where small pads are useful. Picking up just a few of these can give you a good amount of boost during your rotations, but why not just pick up the big boost every time? Big boost pads are able to instantly recharge your boost to 100, but they come at a cost. The large boost pads are in the furthest areas of the map, so going for them in the wrong situation can bring more harm than good. This is why we need to understand what is and isn't an opportunity to grab them. When you are in a situation where your teammate is making a good play that could lead to a goal, being in the proper position for it is the most important thing. If you are unable to get the big boost without abandoning the play, you should ignore it and focus on the play. Big boost timing is about understanding how threatening a play is and knowing when you need to be there to deal with the situation. Not just what's threatening to you, but making sure that the play remains threatening to the opponents. Whenever you are rotating, it is important to have proper spacing between you and your teammate to prevent any unnecessary boost usage. Being too close to your teammate will force you to use boost to go back to a better position. Being too far will force you to use boost to get to the play in time. These are two instances where having bad rotation can cause you far too much boost. Knowing how to keep proper spacing will keep you from constantly repositioning yourself, and will keep your boost usage down. Now that we have the game sense related things out of the way, we can talk about mechanics-based boost saving techniques. Using boost to speed up is a very normal thing, but many inexperienced players tend to use up all their boost before anything even happens. Try to use as little boost as you can when you're not directly involved in the play, so you can have enough for when you are really needed the most. Substituting the majority of your boost usage with movement mechanics can make new scoring opportunities for your team. One thing that people need to understand about recoveries is that you don't need to rush back to net as soon as you can in every situation. Every play has a certain time limit for when you are expected to be there. So if you have 5 seconds to get back to net to save a shot, you can spend 3 to 4 seconds getting boost and the remaining time to save the shot. If you have extra time to save boost or gather more, you should take it. Understanding how to transfer your pre-existing momentum efficiently can save you lots of boost. In order to do this, you need to point your car in the direction of your momentum. In most cases, this will suffice, but in more awkward scenarios, this might not even be an option. Power slide is something that can help in these kinds of cases. Using power slide can allow you to keep your momentum while giving you enough time to adjust. Being able to utilize power slide, wave dashes, and other movement mechanics can help you hold on to more boost. Movement mechanics and boost management go hand in hand, so mastering one can enhance the other. When you are on defense, good boost management is one of the most important things to have. The goal is to get out of situations where opponents are trying to keep you under pressure while draining your boost. Being able to gather more boost will increase the opportunities you have to get out of that. The first thing that needs to be addressed is where you're clearing the ball. Whenever you're on defense, you should try your best to hit the ball as far away from your opponent as possible. In low boost defensive situations, you most likely wouldn't be able to generate enough power to get a booming clear down the field. If you can't get a strong hit on the ball, you should avoid hitting the ball towards the midfield. That makes it easy for anybody to just immediately attack again. Instead, you should hit the ball towards the corners. This is a hard position for players to score from, since there isn't an easy angle to comfortably shoot the ball. This will force the opponents to spend time to get the ball in a more favorable scoring position. This is also the time you can use to get as much boost as you can. Timing your boost grabs on defense is vital to getting out of these kinds of scenarios. The best time to grab boost is typically after a save, assuming you clear it in a favorable direction. The only problem is that most experienced players will also know this too. You'll be competing for the 2 big boosts that sit in each corner, and the opponents will try their hardest to steal it away from you. One way to grab boost in a situation like this is not to just go for the big boost every time, but to pick up the small pads that circle your net. The opponents know that if you get the big boost, the chances of their attacks working significantly drops. If you have a teammate, there are 2 other options I'd recommend. If you're confident in your teammate's save, you can immediately steal the big boost before the save even happens, and then circle back to completely prevent the scenario from happening. The other method is to become the sacrificial lamb. Stalling for time while your teammate grabs boost is a very simple yet smart thing to do. Not only does it waste time for your teammate to get boost, it is also able to completely get you out of defense if you can get the ball far enough. Offense in terms of boost management is also able to be optimized. The frequency of your challenges is something that needs to be addressed. Something that players need to understand is that just because you can go doesn't always mean you should. There are many instances where waiting for things to play out more will help you get an easy challenge and save you boost. Let's take a look at this clip. In this clip, you are watching from the POV of someone with very little patience. They are constantly racing around the field and wasting their challenges. This entire play could have been an easy clear if you only waited in the proper position and challenged then. Challenging at every opportunity doesn't make you a good player, it just makes you an easy opponent to predict. If you look at his teammate, you have the exact opposite problem. He waited far too long and ended up being invisible throughout the entire play. Patience isn't just about waiting for a long time, it's about positioning for dangerous plays and intervening when you should. Saving your boost is what you should do, but boost is useless if you never use it. Another thing that people need to do is utilize the walls and ceiling as much as they can. If the ball is close to the wall, you can use the wall to save your boost and challenge from that surface. This is a very simple yet necessary thing to know. Understanding the foundations of your game sense is key to improving your boost management. Optimizing your boost management is about optimizing that foundation. If you need a reference, I would highly recommend looking at pro level gameplay and paying attention to when they use boost. Anyways, thanks for watching and don't get tilted.